Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Ready. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt.
Formation.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Here we go. Shot. Right 80. 11. Shot. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here we go. Shot. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 2, ready? They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here we go. Shot.
Right, 80. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Right, 80. Right, got
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Let's get set. Hey, can.
They'll run here with the rookie. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up. He's right at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Gun. Shot. Right, 80. Right, shot. 11 MT. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Shot.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Second down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Here we go. Right 80. Shot.
Chubb. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Now, Burrow. That one taken in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 4th TD grab of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Hey. Cowboy 80.
On first down, Daniel. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like you put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Washington.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Hey, check that, street. Ready?
On first down, and it's back to Krosky Merritt. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Right back to Krosky Merritt. Space to run inside the 20. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jordan McGee there on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. Burrow. There's the big tight end pass. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 35 yards.
26-yard line.
On one, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Can. 12. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the 20, here's second down and 5.
11 coming. Stop. Stop.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go. 12, 12, 180. Raise high. Hot. 11, 11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. He'll start at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. Room to run to 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 for the first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Ready, ready.
That's Goddard in motion.
Fix the eagle.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Second and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out.
They'll throw with Daniels. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
possession where the offense really had their way on the ground. They got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Gun. Start. Ready. Start. Start.
Play action now. It's Burrow. A throw on the move is caught.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
11. Here we go. Start.
Burrow now. His throw left side is complete. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Daniels now on 1st down. That's to Jaleel McLaughlin. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Ready. 79. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniel. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 5, and that's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Huh? Yeah, Nick.
Here we go. Can. 11. Under 10.
Carry here for Brown. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to get him a first down. The tackle made up around the 20-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, can. Stop.
Now Brown. Whoa! And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line.
I'm fine. Ready? Here we go. Stop.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
11, mighty. Gun. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He gets that to his big target there. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 22 yards there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
Handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow. He's going to let it go. Deep for Chase. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be 3rd down.
here we go. 11, right, 80. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. Big strides. Look at him go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 57 yards.
Ready, set.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Let's go. Back to 60.
He'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he'll take this one in. Corey Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Here we go. Go.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merrick. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Gun. Cut. 180. Cut.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
11 him. Here.
Once again, it's Chubb. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Now, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is caught. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal.
Here we go. Start.
Brooks. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Next to score, number 17. Commanders 14.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Daniel. He'll work this out wide from the block line. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 6.
So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Quick throw here. It is caught by Tolbert. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ready, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That one good for 26 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll swing this one out to McLaughlin. And he won't get away. Good old tackle there to get him down behind the line. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
On the double. Traffic, Bronco 80.
They'll send a man in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
That's Goddard in motion. A run now with McLaughlin. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Ready?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll throw with Daniel. Pass brought in by Samuel. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Here's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Okay, break. Come on. Hit. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Out to his right. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5.
Cowboy 8, Buffalo 18.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Well, on one side of the field, this coach is saying, no, guys, we are not here to play for a tie. We're going to take the lead. But what a job by this defense. They had other ideas. They keep them out of the end zone for a huge stop.
Hey, can. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll drop to throw. This one deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 61 yards.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
1st and 10.
Let's get set.
To throw is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Second and 7.
Here we go. Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and 5.
Stop.
They'll run here with Brown.
The tackle made on the 6-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
timeout, Cincinnati. That's their second, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. This is 1st and 10.
65. Here we go. Check. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
In these critical moments of the game, like, you always turn to your best players. That's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
Crack all 80.
Throwing is Daniel. He's going to try it here again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house.
Here we go.
Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Darnell Savage, terrific coverage there, able to get a hand on him.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
11 MT. Hey, Ken.
Now give on the ground. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
That's a game made. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. They make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one